Welcome to Conversations with Kim. Today we are talking about personal injury actions. Personal injury cases can be a wide range of things. You have your auto accidents, you have dog bites, you have the premises liability, and you have medical malpractice. There's a number of different ones, but those are kind of the biggest ones that we see. When you have an auto accident or any type of injury that you have, you should get an attorney involved kind of quickly. It's not a big rush. There are time frames in which you have to file your statute of limitations, but you want to make sure that your rights are covered, that an insurance company isn't just trying to pawn you off and saying, hey, I'll give you, $500 if you go away. So you want to make sure that all your rights and options are available. So when you're talking about premises liability and you're talking about your trip and falls, you're running into something at a store, you slip on water, you get stuck in a door somewhere, and then you have an injury that relates to that. And most of the personal injury accidents that you have, no matter kind of what it is, the threshold is that you have to have some impairment, serious impairment of a bodily function, broken bones, organ injuries, brain injuries. You're not your typical, I twisted my ankle and sprained my ankle. Those usually don't count. You're looking at a more substantial injury. For dog bites are a little bit differently because you're pretty much going to have an injury because of the puncture wounds, but you're not just talking, one set of puncture wounds. You're going to talk about maybe some ripping or, some type of more severe. I've seen cases where the dog has ripped off part of the skin, part of the muscles. So you're talking about those type of injuries. The difference in medical malpractice between your auto accidents, your premises liability, is that the standard to claim on the medical malpractice is a lot higher. The standard has to be the physician acted in a subpar manner, but it has to be in comparison to what another physician would have done in the same situation. It's a very high standard to try to beat, but it is possible, but it is very high. And when you're talking about medical malpractice, you're also talking about not only just your family physician or surgeon, you're talking about chiropractors, radiologists, oncologists, any type of person that holds a healthcare license. When you're talking about recovery or what you're entitled to if you're a victim of a car accident, it's not your fault, medical malpractice, there are two different types. You have your non-economic and you have your economic damages. The economic are kind of, as it sounds, that those financial means of which you've lost. Your lost wages, you have, repairs, doctor bills, anything that is financial in nature that as a result of these injuries. Then you have your non-economic, and that's what most people kind of know or talk about. That's your pain and suffering, that's, emotional distress, things of that nature. Your loss of consortium, most people kind of figure that out. That's, your sex with your partner. Your loss of your relationship with your mom. Your mom goes into a coma because of an accident, and I can't have this relationship with my mom because she is that way. So those are all different things that can be recovered when you have a personal injury suit. The jury in that case, if we go that far, would put a number on that. But then again, what number can you put on your loss of your relationship with your mom? So. As we kind of said, when you talk about your injuries and what your rights are, you want to talk to an attorney. It doesn't, like I said, you don't have to do it right away. You don't call me the next day because we don't really know what's going on. Take a little time, get yourself straight, and then call an attorney to ask about what your rights and options are. Again, like as an auto accident, you have up to 3 years in order to file a claim against them. So just take your time figuring out what's going on. Don't rush it and just get the advice that you need.